We will integrate AWS in a Splunk Observability Cloud today. So the metrics from AWS will come into Splunk Observability Cloud. So let's begin. So we are at home page of Splunk Observability Cloud, that is SignalFX. So we will click on Add Integration. So we have AWS. We'll click on Next. So there are different options. The region is any AWS region. Authentication type, we will click on Security Token, and data type will be CloudWatch metrics. Now we have to prepare our AWS cloud. We will click on create policy page. Within that, we have to open JSON panel. So this is my AWS account. Service, we will select as policy. IAM, not this one. So we have to click on JSON actually, and we'll copy this policy so that it can access AWS services. So we'll select this and paste our version into it. We'll click on next. We can give AWS policy some name. Let's say Splunk O AWS. So these are the policy which are going to be going to have access. Then we'll click on create policy. So this way our policy is created. Next step is we have to we have to get the access the users page in AWS console. Click your username on the permission tab, add permission. So here we will add the existing policy. AWS management console. Okay, okay, this one is there. Just a second. Prepare to connect to AWS. Create the users page. In the click on your username on permissions tab. Click add permissions. Okay, so first we need to create our user. Splunk or user. Okay, just I'm creating a user and I'll attach. So they say that we need to attach a policy, attach existing policy. So we will attach the policy that we have created. We'll click on next and we'll create this user. So the policy is added to this user now. Now within this user, we have to create a access key for it. So we'll go to security credentials and create access key. So we are going to fetch it from application running outside AWS. Click on next and create access key. We can download this CSV file. We'll copy the access key. So we need to paste it on the next page, access key and the secret access key. So this is done. You can click on next. So some region it is not able to reach out to, we can unselect those failed regions and just it will reach out to the regions where I can fetch the data from. And click on next. and it is the connection is established. So my Splunk Observability Cloud will try to fetch data from AWS every 300 seconds, that is every 5 minutes, and we'll start getting the data into our system. So we can see we have EBS and EC2 instances showing up here. So active installed instances are two, and we have some CPU data also showing up. Let's go back to our infrastructure and see the EBS volumes. That is, EBS volumes is storage volumes. So it is showing me the storage volumes that I have, the number of volumes that I have, total operations, total bytes, then total read operations per interval, bytes read operation, write operations, write operation per interval, bytes per write operation, top average queue length, read latency, write latency. So it's as simple as that. The connection is made and data has already started flowing in into the Splunk system. So we have data related to EBS and EC2 instances because that is what I have configured into my AWS agent. So we have network byte in as well, right? So all these will start coming up if I use those portion of AWS. Some elements require OpenTelemetry collector to be installed. For that, there is separate video for it, and the data will start flowing in for those as well. Thank you. So it was as easy as that, and we have connection established from our Splunk Observability Cloud to AWS instance.